Welcome back to my channel, Math and Language, and we're going to talk about liquidity ratios of financial management. So, basahin muna natin yung tanong. Venus Company's current ratio is 1.8 is to 1. Yan, 1.8 is to 1 yan. While 60% of its total assets are classified as current assets, the company's net working capital amounted to 200,000 pesos. Alamin natin yung mga tanong. How much is the total current assets? Okay, yun yung unang tanong. Tapos pinapahanap din yung non-current assets. At pangatlo, kung yung quick ratio daw ng company is 1.5 at yung cash, receivables, and inventories are the only composition of the company's current assets, magkano daw yung inventories? So let's have it one by one. Let's start with the first question. Magkano daw yung total current assets? Ang technique dito is alamin mo lahat ng given. So meron tayo dito ang current ratio, 1.8 is to 1. Tapos, 60% daw ng total assets are classified as current assets. Okay, that's good. And the company's net working capital amounted daw sa 200,000 pesos. Tingnan mo ni gagawin mo sunod ay yung formula na kailangan mo na related dun sa liquidity ratio. Hmm. Lahat ng maalam mong formula na connected dito, kailangan mong alamin. So, dahil hindi napahanap sa atin yung total current assets at ito yung mag-given natin, current ratio, total assets, current assets, magagamit natin to. Ito, yan. Hinighlight ko na pala. Yung pangatlo, hindi pa masyado kasi we don't have this one naman. Hindi naman siya kailangan pa. Okay. Kasi pang quick ratio yan eh. So, dahil alam mo na yung mga formulas na gagamitin, ayan, ilatag mo na siya. Ayan, ilatag ko na dito, current ratio is equal to current assets over current liabilities. Ibig sabihin nun, kapag may current, ang total current assets mo daw, kunyari ay 500, tapos ang current liabilities mo, let's say 100, then yung current ratio mo, that will be 5, right? Mm-mm. So, this is 5 is to 1. Okay? Lalagay ko lang, sorry. So, 5 siya, 5 is to 1, or it will be like 500% when you're going to convert it to um, percentage. Okay? Alright. So, another one, net working capital daw ay current assets minus current liabilities. Magagamit natin yan. Bakit? Kasi minigyan tayo dito ng given na net working capital amounted to 200,000 pesos. So, net working capital, current assets minus current liabilities. Let's say, ang total current assets mo ay 1 million, tapos yung current liabilities mo ay 200,000. Of course, the net working capital will be 800K or 800,000. Okay? Alright. So, sir, anong gagawin sunod? Ngayon, we'll we're going to put some variables na lang. So, we will let something. Ayoko maglagay ng X and Y kasi mas makakalito. So, we will put CA for current assets, tapos yung CL naman for current liabilities. Tapos, pag ano, ayun na yun, di ba? Isa-substitute mo na lahat yung mga given. So, yung sa formula. So, current ratio, alam natin, current ratio is current assets over current liabilities. So, biniligtad ko lang yan So, papakita ko lang sa inyo. Etong current ratio daw ay 1.8, di ba? Ito yon. Is equal to ang current assets natin, hindi alam. So, CA. Yan. Color coding na yan. Current liabilities, hindi natin alam. So, over CL. Okay? So, two variables, tapos isa lang yung meron ka. Siyempre, alone itself, we cannot really know the value of the two variables. Nagamit pa tayo ng second equation. Alam natin, net working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. At given naman to, 200,000. Saan galing yun, sir? Given, 100,000. 100,000. So, CA minus CL. So, 200K. Ito. Tapos, ang hirap pamili ng kulay. Current assets mo yung CA minus mo ng CL. Okay? Sir, paano yan? Um, dalawa yung variables na meron ka. Alone itself, we cannot really find the value of the two variables, right? So, if you remember your algebra, sa panahon ko, it's intermediate algebra. Pag may two equations ka, malalaman mo yung value nila. So, gagawin mo, alamin mo muna yung value ng CA alone itself, right? So, ito muna, natin na. Tanggalin ko na to. Hmm. Alam mo ang value ni CA dito. So, that will be CA is equal to 1.8 times CL. Paano yun, sir? Ay, multiply mo lang. CA is equal to 1.8 or, yan, parentheses. Kasi sa algebra, di ba, pag parentheses ginagamit mo, you use, that's for multiplication. Okay na. Next naman, check ko lang nag-record. Yeah, nag-record nga. Step 2, yung 1.8 times CL na yan, di ba meron dito tayo CA minus CL is equal to 200,000 pesos. Itong buo na to, ayan, 1.8 CL. Papalitan mo tong CA dito. Kasi equal nga siya dyan eh. Ito yun, 1.8 CL. Ito yun. Pinalitan niya. So 1.8 times CL minus mo ng CL, ito na yun, is equal to 200,000 pesos. Okay. So, ito na siya, di ba? So, sir, paano yan? May 1.8 CL ka. So, 1.8 CL. Tatanggalin ko na yung, yung asterisk kasi understood. Minus ka ng CL is equal to 200,000 pesos. Remember your algebra, it's like this. Kung meron kang, kunyari lang, 1.8x minus x, that will be 0.8x, di ba? Okay. So, ito naman, equation lang to. Grade 8 yata yun. Second year high school ko sa amin to. 0.8 CL na lang to is equal to 200,000 pesos. 0.8 CL, 200,000. Paano mahanap yung CL? Isolate mo yung variable. 200,000, K na lang ha. Over mo ng 0.8 and you will get 250,000. So yung current liability natin is 250,000. Are we done? No, because ang tinatanong is total current assets. So, sir, paano natin hahanapin yun? We go to step 3. Alam natin kanina na ang current assets daw ay ito, 1.8 times CL. Dahil alam na natin ang value ng, ang tawag dito, alam na natin yung value ng CL, which is 250,000. Itong 250,000 na to, i-multiply natin sa 1.8. Ito yun. So, kuha ka ng calcu, ang current assets is equal to 1.8 times 250,000. Ang current assets daw ay 450,000. So, the total current assets are 450,000 pesos. Ayun yung answer for number 1. Let's move on to number 2. So, kinopya ko lang ulit yung tanong. How much is the non-current assets? So, yung tanong lang kanina is total current assets. Paano pag non-current assets naman? Okay, paano yun? Kaso, binigyan tayo dito, given, 60% daw ng total assets are classified as current assets. Okay, good. Paano yun? Hindi ko rin alam. Joke. So, we let TA muna as total assets. Variable tayo. At alam natin, ayan, we know that's the current assets 60% of TA. Ayan, nandyan. Alam natin, ayan, given yan. So, yung 450,000 is equal to 0.60 times TA. To find TA, divide the current assets by the percentage. Mm-mm. So, 60% daw ng total assets ay classified as current assets. So kung gusto mo makuha yung mismong total assets, i-divide mo yung amount na yun by 0.6. Ayan, 450,000 divide mo ng 0.6, ang total assets natin ay 750,000. Makes sense kasi kunyari ito ang pie graph, ito ang total assets. Tapos hatiin natin siya. Let's say ito daw ang current assets at ito naman ang non-current assets. So, 750 yung buong bilog, 'di ba? So, total current assets natin, that will be 450,000. 450,000 to. Eh, paano natin malalaman yung non-current assets? Eh di, i-minus mo lang, that will be 750 minus mo ng 450,000. Ang non-current assets natin, ito, 300,000 siya. Residual value, parang tira-tira. Okay? Let's move on. Let's have the last one. This one is a little bit difficult. So, kunin mo agad yung basahin natin ulit. If the company's quick ratio is 1.5 and cash, receivables, and inventories are the only composition of the company's current assets, how much was inventories? Lagyan mo ulit yung mga formula na kakailanganin natin. So, kaya quick ratio, ito yung gagamitin natin. Cash plus receivable plus marketable securities divided by current liabilities. Ito lang. Napansin mo, walang inventory dito. Mm-mm. Diba? Kaya, yun ang hinahanap. Paano natin gagawin yan? Binigyan naman tayo ng 1.5 na quick ratio. So, ito yung mga formula. Yan. Ito yung galing to sa libro. Ito, ginugal ko to. Quick assets is cash. Ito lang din yun eh. Ayan, sa libro nga din yan, yung quick assets. So, paano malalaman yung current assets? That will be yung cash, receivables natin, yung inventories, other current assets. Alam niyo naman yun, which is, napag-aralan natin siya sa Intermediate Accounting 1. Diba? So, pag quick ratio, hindi kasama yung inventory dito. Okay? Remember, hindi kasama sa quick ratio or sa quick assets ang inventory. Na ang current assets natin, alam natin kanina, sinagutan natin to for 50,000 at ang current liabilities ay 250,000. Saan galing yun, sir? Ayun o, for 50,000, saan to? Ayan o, total current assets. Tapos, ang current liabilities natin, ito, sinigutan natin siya. Mm. Anyway, let's move on. Ayan, quick ratio natin is 1.5. Aking tulong yun. Lagyan natin, ano ba yung formula ulit ng quick ratio? Quick ratio is yung mga quick assets katulad ng cash, receivable, plus market securities. Ito yun, quick assets daw. 1.5, di-divide mo siya sa current liabilities, which is 250,000, di ba? Hanapin mo muna yung quick assets. So, baliktad-baliktarin mo lang. Okay, pakita ko na lang din. 1.5, lagi ko na lang QA. QA over mo ng 250K or 250,000. So, multiply mo siya. You know, yan. So, calculator ka, you will have the answer 375,000 pesos. Ayun yung quick assets. Are we done? Of course not. Hindi pa. Alamin natin na ano ba ang current assets? Ang current assets natin ay yung quick assets plus yung inventories. Sir, paano nangyari yun? Ano ba ang current assets? Alam natin ang current assets, ito yung mga cash, receivable, plus inventories at other current assets. Ang quick assets, hindi kasama yung inventories. So, ganun lang din yan. Diba? Ngayon, ang current assets natin ay 450,000 at ang quick assets natin ay 375,000. Tapos, hoplas mo daw ng inventories. So, ano malalaman yung inventories? E di, i-transpose mo lang ito. Papakita ko lang sa'yo algebraically. So, for 50,000 is equal to 375K plus INV na lang for inventory. Ito, lipat mo dito. Pag lumipat ka ng backward, edi magma-minus ka, di ba? 375K is equal to inventory. Tapos, syempre, inventory is 75K. And there you have it. Dun na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa liquidity ratio review. This is just a review. If you have any questions or in need of clarifications, please comment, just comment down. Okay? Thank you. Bye.